Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. In this video, I'm going to do a deep dive. This is a topic that I see come up over and over again. I'm taking a group of students through my Manifest a Specific Person Master course, and a lot of people are asking questions having to do with this. So I want to do a deep dive here on how to release insecurity, or basically how to not be insecure anymore. How to not be insecure with your specific person, how not to be insecure with any new people you meet, how to once and for all release insecurity and really step into your most confident self. Before I jump in, know that I have lots of self-study manifesting courses. There's 14 courses linked below. I can help you manifest a specific person, new love, self-love, money, and feminine energy. So you can check all that out below. So I'm going to be looking at my notes here because I really want to just do a super deep dive with you about this topic. And so who this video is for is, a lot of us, and you may relate to this, like you may feel confident in a lot of areas of your life. You may feel confident when it comes to your job or your career, your purpose. You may feel confident with other people, with friends, with family. You may feel confident in different areas of your life, but what you find is when you get into a relationship or when you start interacting with your specific person, something happens and you become incredibly insecure. And the way this insecurity can show up can be you start feeling doubtful that they want you or that they love you. You can find yourself starting to check their social media, check up on them. Almost you start spying. I call this the crazy detective in my Free Yourself course. Just an FYI, I have a Free Yourself course down there, and it will free you from this type of behavior and these types of feelings. So it's linked. I'll link it directly below. But you just start feeling not confident, in particular when you're in a romantic relationship, and it's super frustrating to you because in general you're somewhat confident. I mean, you may not be, but some people are going to be just somewhat confident in their lives. You feel, like when you're single or maybe not interacting with your specific person, you know that you're an amazing person, you know you're incredible, but something happens when you get into that relationship and your confidence goes down and you start feeling a little bit either crazy or desperate or doubting, worried that they don't love you, wondering where they are. And it's an awful feeling. Okay, so I really understand this. I used to be that way as well. I used to, once I was in a romantic relationship, I would feel super insecure. I would feel like the person was gonna leave me. I would feel like, where are they? What are they doing? Do they love me? I'd start spying. I'd start doing all this stuff. And it is an awful feeling. I mean, all of that is basically grouped under anxiety. It's horrible to feel that way. So I really get it, and I want to help you not feel that way anymore. So how you want to feel in relationship is, and this is the end result, but I'm going to teach you how to get there, but let's just talk about what it is that you do want. You want to feel secure. You want to feel confident. You want to feel certain that this person wants you, loves you. You also want to feel like a constant and ongoing assurance from them as well that they feel this way, right? You want the actions from them to show you that they love you, that they care for you, that they're there for you, that they are available and present and really loving in a consistent way. Of course, there are the regular ups and downs of relationships that are natural and that happen, but overall, you want a deeply secure relationship where you feel secure and confident in your person's love for you. And not only do you feel deeply secure about their love for you, they're showing you their consistent love for you. Of course, that's what you want. That's what we all want. And trust me, you can have that. So first, let me just talk about why, like the mistakes I see people make when it comes to this topic, and then we'll talk about what you can do instead. So when people are trying to get themselves out of this insecure state, the biggest mistake I see people making is from the inner state of desperation or anxiety or fear, you're trying to do techniques, and these typically are going to be affirmations because they're kind of like the easiest thing to do. So when you're in your fear state about your person, let's say they even did something, maybe they ghosted you or they disappeared. From that fear state, so you're feeling anxious, you're feeling afraid, you're feeling the fear, you're feeling insecure, you start trying to say words, which are affirmations, to change the situation. And usually the way people are using affirmations, it's a little bit of, often it can be this way, it's a little bit of an incorrect way. It's almost like you're saying the words to try to change them, right? A lot of people can probably relate to doing affirmations this way. Now, there's nothing wrong with affirmations. They are a great technique, but there's some tweaks we want to make in using our affirmations so that we're not like throwing our affirmation onto the situation trying to get it to change. It almost feels like you're trying to like hit your situation with a magic wand to try to get it to change. So the example would be, let's say your specific person ghosts you. So maybe the affirmation you're using is, they're contacting me, they're contacting me, they're contacting me, they're contacting me. Well, what's wrong with this is, number one, you're making the affirmation about them. And number two, the affirmation isn't making you feel different. You're still in the anxious, insecure, scared state. Now, the way to change both that very particular circumstance and change yourself on a greater level is to use affirmations in a way that they start changing you, not them, and they're changing how you feel. You really want to use this combination. Now, the amazing thing about learning how to use affirmations in a way where it's changing you and it's changing how you feel is you're going to notice that your anxiety goes away immediately. Your anxiety goes away immediately, and what will eventually happen when you get good at, it could be using affirmations in this way, but starting to think and feel about yourself in a new way, is you're going to notice that your whole reality is going to eventually change, and you're not going to have the experience of being insecure in relationship anymore. So what you can do, let's just talk about this first when it comes to affirmations. What you want to do is shift the affirmation from focusing on them to focusing on yourself, okay? The easiest way to do this is use I am statements in your affirmations. I am. You're focusing back on yourself. You want to make it, if you're having a very specific anxious experience with a person, you want to take the focus off them as much as possible, and you want to put the focus on yourself as much as possible. This often is going to mean going more general in affirmations and not making it about them. The third thing you want to do, and I'm going to show you how to do this, is you want to make sure you're saying your affirmations in a way that it starts to evoke exactly what you're affirming, the felt experience of being that person. So for example, someone ghosts you, the affirmation you want to start using is something like, I'm an amazing person. I'm actually really special. I'm worth being shown up for. I know I deserve love. I know love is going to come towards me. I know I'm a beautiful person inside and out. I am really a special person. I'm a good person. I'm beautiful inside and out. I'm deserving of love. I'm deserving of attention. I deserve to receive this love and any love I choose. So what you can see I did there is I shifted the affirmation from being about them to being about you. Now, here is why this is really important. I mean, I actually do have a whole course on how to deal with all of this. And so if you do want to dive deeper into these types of processes, really check out my Free Yourself course. It's a very in-depth course that goes into how to really get rid of insecurity, how to get rid of fear of abandonment, and how to get rid of jealousy. But for now, in this video, what I want to share is that the reason that changing the way you deal with this situation like this works is because, number one, we kind of delusionally think that our specific people are the answers to us feeling secure or not secure. We think they're going to make us feel better. The actual ultimate truth is you are always in charge of what you feel like, and you're also in charge of how you see yourself. And when you see yourself from a very secure place, when you see yourself with a lot of confidence, you think you are amazing, you really think you're incredible, that is when you start permanently shifting the outer reality, and other people will see you this way. I can vouch for this. This happened to me. Again, there was a point in my life where I would become really insecure in relationships. I would always feel like I was going to be left. I would feel scared. I would get worried. I'd do all that crazy detective stuff like I talked about. And it wasn't until I started seeing myself as an amazing person, a total catch, worthy of any love I wanted, all of these things that are self-love. It wasn't until I started seeing myself as that my outer reality shifted. Now, when I started seeing myself as that, the outer reality shifted in a permanent way. My man never makes me feel insecure. He always shows up. He's incredibly present. He's even more present than I probably am in the relationship. Like, he's more consistent. He's like fully in with me. Now, the reason he is that way is because I developed the self-concept of knowing I was going to be shown up for. But that has to be focused on you. You have to focus on yourself to do that. And so what I did with these affirmations, I turned them all into I am statements. It's like you want them to feel real or feel, you want them to be, in this particular case, you want them to be a little bit calming. And the way you make them calming is you actually just are saying things that you can believe. You're like, yeah, actually, I am a good person. Yeah, actually, I do deserve love. Make them simple. They don't have to be like, I'm a goddess, I'm a queen, I deserve everything. I mean, you'll get there. I talk about that in my Become Magnetic course, which is linked below. But you want to be affirming something that makes you feel better. Makes you feel better. You're going to be affirming about yourself. That's probably going to make you feel better than they're contacting me. First of all, you don't believe that they're contacting you in this anxious experience. And second of all, it's about them. Who are you? You are the person who's worthy of love. You are the person who's amazing. You are the person who is incredible. You are the one who is special. You are the one who is confident. You have to be affirming that you are that person. When you affirm in this way, you'll feel the shift in your state. You will feel less anxious and you will feel more confident, okay? That shift is amazing, incredible, and it's imperative for successful manifesting. If you want to become a manifesting master, you really want to be able to manifest anything you want, whenever you want to be able to manifest consistent love, you have to consistently know how lovable you are. You can get there, okay? So this is quite a deep dive video, but if you want to dive deeper into these types of topics, there are a few courses I'm going to point out below. So I already talked about the Free Yourself course. That course is the one that's going to really take you through a deep process of overcoming insecurity in relationship, overcoming fear of abandonment. That's one of the courses I get the most testimonials from because people are like, whoa, this shifted my whole life. Because it's really about shifting that inner experience of feeling insecure, and it changes everything in relationships. The other one I mentioned in this video is my Become Magnetic course. That really is the course to start really shining, really become magnetic. It is a self-love course, but it's focusing on becoming like the absolute most attractive, irresistible version of yourself. So I'll link both of those directly below. I do want to end on this note that I want you to know that you really are here to feel incredibly confident in relationships. You're here to feel steady and stable in relationships. You're here to feel like you are chosen every single day. Like, that's the reality that's meant for you. It's the reality that really, really is meant for you, that you're really supposed to have, okay? You're not meant to feel insecure and like you're not chosen and like you're not wanted in relationship. That's not the truth of who you are. The truth of who you are is like an inherently lovable and amazing person, and you do deserve to receive that reflection from the outside. You can have that reflection. I've shifted my reality to receive that reflection, and I've shifted it so much that it's a permanent reality for me now. You can have the same thing. The focus is going to be majority on yourself though, shifting you, stepping into that version of you who knows how lovable and deserving you are. You can do that. It's totally here for you. So I'm with you all the way. Okay, this is great to do this deep dive video with you. Thank you all for being here with me. I love being here with you, and I'll see you soon.